Hey guys, John Stevens here again at Working Men's Success to share another concept with you. If you're interested in working your way up the ladder of success and building a great life for you and your family, I come on here every day and talk about the ideals, concepts about how to think and the stuff you can apply in your everyday life to work your way up the ladder of success and think about life in a way that helps you move forward and build the best life you possibly can for you and your family. So, guys, today I want to talk to you about expectations. And there's a lot of people that say expectations is a root cause of almost everybody's disappointments, their unhappiness, their depression, all that stuff. So when you have certain expectations of certain people, you have expectations of the way that you think things should go, you have certain expectations of just the way life is going to happen. And for people that you love, you have an expectation for those that you love, that's in your family, the way that that you want them to address their life, and the way that you may have coworkers, your bosses, people that work under you, all these expectations of people and things in your life that doesn't work out to the way that you think they should or you think they're going to. And when that happens, that causes disappointment in you. Like it makes you disappointed in the way things happen, and the way things didn't meet your expectations. And that steadily causes disappointment in your life. It steadily causes unhappiness in your life. It steadily gives you a sense of depression. And if you live in that state long enough, if you're constantly getting your expectations not met, they're always being let down, and you're always disappointed, that drives you into a state of depression, and it drives you into a state of not pushing forward like you should. And it will be detrimental to your career path. If you're trying to work your way up the ladder of success and build the best life you possibly can for you and your family, if you are always having your expectations let down, it's not good for your mental state, and it will definitely cause you not to perform the best way you possibly can. And so I'm here to try to tell you some ways to combat that. And we all have people in our life that we love, we care about, and we want them to be the best people they can. And if you're watching this channel, you're probably trying to move forward in your life. You're trying to do the best you can. You're trying to build the best life you can, work your way up the ladder of success, and you have forward progress, forward movement in your mind all the time. And you have some of the people that you really, really care about in your life, in your family, in your immediate family. Maybe it's brothers and sisters, maybe it's parents, maybe it's spouses, maybe it's, it could be anybody. But you also have these people as co-workers that, you have expectations for, friends. You have all these people in your life that you're constantly wanting the best for, and it doesn't seem like they care about their own life. They don't do the things that it takes to move their life forward, and they're always doing things that sends them down a path that is destroying their future. They make bad decisions all the time. They're lazy. They just do a lot of stuff that is not good for their future or their family. And what this causes is it's a letdown on our expectation for them. And that causes us not to live to our full ability, and it messes our direction up. And when we're trying to move forward in our life, that slows us down because our mind is always thinking about the people we love. And that there's nothing wrong with that. That should be one of your top priorities is wanting everybody around you to be as well as possible. But I'm telling you, the best way to do that is show them the how to do it by example, not by preaching to them, not by forcing them, not by always nagging at them, but set an example of how to do that. All right, so back to expectations. So I feel like most people have they misdirect their expectations. They direct their expectations on external things about, how the economy is doing. They have expectations of the way their work should be going. They have expectations of the way people should be reacting to them. Maybe they do something that they think is really great. And nobody notices. And that's kind of hard on your expectation. If you are trying really hard to accomplish something, and you do, and like it's the best feeling in the world, but nobody notices what you're doing and how good you did, that's a letdown on expectation. And so what I want to try to get across to y'all today, and this is a very hard thing to do, but redirect your expectation on things that you have complete control of. So when we put expectations on things or people that we have no control over, we are setting ourselves up for failure, right? We are putting our expectations on things that may or may not happen, and most of the time they probably don't happen. So that puts us in a down spiral in our mental health, or whatever you want to call it. Just it puts us in a state of unhappiness. And I can't find my words today, but what I'm trying to get across to you is have expectations for yourself. So that's one thing that I've noticed in my own life, that I've noticed in everybody else's life. It runs rapid. We have expectations for all these other people in our life. We have expectations for our spouse. We have expectations for our kids. We have expectations for our friends. We have expectations for our parents. The way we think they should do things and the way we think they should act. We have expectations for the company we work for our bosses, for our coworkers. We have expectations for all this. And when they don't do the thing that we think they should do, or be the person we think they should be, we're upset about it. We get mad about it. But on the other hand, when we tell ourselves we're going to do a certain diet, or we tell ourselves we're going to save a certain amount of money, or we tell ourselves that we're going to get on a workout plan, or we tell ourselves that we're going to do certain things. Like if I say I want to read my Bible every day, and I'm going to get back in church, or I'm going to stay on this diet and lose 50 pounds, or I'm going to save a certain amount of money in the next 3 months. And we don't do this stuff. When our alarm clock goes off, I'm going to get up at a certain time and hit the gym. And the alarm clock goes off and we hit the snooze button. We are breaking our own expectations. But that doesn't matter to us, right? It's us. We don't think about expectations on ourselves. We think about expectations on everything else we can't control. And if we can learn how to redirect our expectations and put them mainly on the stuff that we have control over. If we have certain expectations for ourselves, we have control over them things. And this will help us not be so upset with everybody else when they don't meet our expectations, because we're not even meeting our own expectations. It is very easy to constantly find other people or other things that is wrong in life to be upset about. But we hardly ever turn that expectation around and look at it toward us. And we don't meet our own expectations almost on a daily basis. We don't do the things that we know we're supposed to do. We don't do the things that we have planned to do. We don't hold ourselves to the same standard that we look at the rest of the world with, or the rest of our family, or the rest of our friends. So, guys, this is a hard one, and it's hard to do, and it takes a lot of practice. But I think if we all tried to redirect our expectations upon ourselves a lot more than we do everybody else and the things around us, it helps us mentally so much more, because we can hold ourselves. We have the power to hold ourselves to a standard, but we cannot hold everybody else to a standard. We can set an example for everybody else. We can hope they do the right thing. We can pray that they do the right thing, but we don't have control over it. So having preset expectations for anything that we do not have control over is probably setting ourselves up for a state of depression, or a state of unhappiness, or a state of disappointment. And that once you get in a habit of doing that, it really puts you in a down spiral, and it really is detrimental to you being the best person you can and climbing the ladder of success. So guys, I just want to throw that one out. I think it's important. I don't know if I articulated my words right, and so if y'all think it was valuable, hit the share button, send it to somebody who needs to hear it. Hit the like button, please. And guys, get in the comments. Nobody's really getting the comments. Get in the comments and talk about this. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for listening.